All right, the next figure we're going to do is a little girl, and basically it's a very crude way of doing it, but what it is it's just sort of like a little dress that he's got there. What he did, he actually took some cloth and put a little dress on her, and that's what we're going to do. But the dress comes across here, and then the legs come down here like this. And I went ahead and took it from the same basic pattern that we were working on for the guy, and so that they would both be about the same height and everything like that. So let's let me put this right here, and let's go ahead and get our sight line marked for our face. And we're gonna take a little cloth or whatever, and we're gonna make her a little dress, so it will look very similar to that. All that would have to be done is just take some cloth and well, I'll show you how when we get through with it. We're just separating the head now from the head from the body. Now, let's go ahead and come down here. We kind of separate. Let's go ahead and get our feet. As you see, whenever I took the pattern, I went out more and came to make the little dress with it, like that. Let's come across here. All right, let's separate these feet a little bit. Bring all that down. Had a little part there that was continue to take this down. Of course, those shoes will have to be brought down quite a bit. And let's go back to the head a little bit. I kind of jump around. I don't do that for power. I just do that because I'm trying to get the stuff down so that I can sort of measure. And like I said, the head has a lot to do with the body, as far as how much I bring it down and all that other stuff. So a lot of times that's why a head is good to go at first, to get it done. Now, on this figure, there will not be any arms put on it. If you look at this right here, basically we're not going to put any arms on, since we're going to put the little dress over her. And so we don't have to worry about any arms being put on there. So it will basically just be the head, the dress, and the feet. I think the author of To Kill a Mockingbird, Harper Lee, just died recently. In fact, I think she did. She wrote another book supposed to be the sequel to Kill a Mockingbird. I don't think people liked it as much as, of course, To Kill a Mockingbird. Of course, it's, once again, that's when there's a classic that's made, it's hard to beat it. It's like movies. When they make a lot of movies and then they try to make a part two, they always seem to fail terribly at that. Because a general idea, I remember when the first Jurassic Park came out. I mean, it was amazing to people because it's the first time they'd ever really, what you saw, dinosaurs in a movie, in other words. And then they made about 4 or 5 sequels afterwards, and it didn't do too as well because of the simple fact that, once the newness wears off of the original, then just like Rocky and all these that made half a dozen of them. Sometimes it's best just to leave sequels alone and not try to make a remake of it, because you you failed considerably, because they always compare it to the original, no matter what. They always compare it to the original. So, and there's only one Gone with the Wind and things like that. You know, it's only, okay, with the head, we're getting it down pretty good now. Sometimes you just leave things alone. Now, if we look at the little girl, she's not a whole lot different from the guy, except that her hair is a little bit different. But her look is not a whole lot different as far as that's concerned. Basically, what these soap dolls represented was the little boy in the movie and the little girl. Those were kind of remakes of them, or likenesses of them, as we might say. And that's the thing about it. So let's go ahead. Let's come up here and come around here and come down here with the little girl's hair. And let me go ahead and cut. And I bring it a little closer, so if I want to bring the hair back, I can, you see. I don't have to do it like that. I can bring it back. I can. Kind of like this, see? Kind of like that, and I think I'm going to bring the hair back just a little bit more. There are no ears, there are no anything like that, in other words, so. I just need to bring the hair back some more, so we can bring that face out a little bit. And then we take the face and we start bringing it kind of forward like this. And let's look at her face. Like I said again, basically it is just that not a lot difference in this face, but just a little bit. Okay? All right. Okay, let's cut it here and bring that up a little bit. Sort of cut up underneath here, like that. And cut up underneath here, like that. Of course, as we cut in and bring it forward, so like this. right, see, that's which one. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's come from this side and go up and come down like this. And come from this side and go up, come down like this. Just sort of like we did the other one. And we're going to cut. Let's come here with the nose, and we'll come about right there. And we're going to cut up, and we're going to come down like that. This is a little different than the way I do a nose, so it's sort of new for me too. It's a common way that many carvers used many years ago. It's sort of a crude look compared to what we have today. But they start off with this. And let's bring that down there. Get that nose. Then we'll shape it. It's very crude when you first do it. There we go. Just like that. Okay, now we want to shape our nose just a little bit, which means we bring it back like this. And we bring it back like this. And we just move to bring a little depth to it on the sides of it. Like I said, I do a nose entirely different than this, but to make it look like the figure that we want to. I have seen this old style of carving where they make the face. Okay, I think my time is about up. We're starting on this area right here. And like I said, we're shaping the nose right now to what we want it to be. So I'll come back and we'll continue to work on this.